Next, the new loot box tank in the list is Coccodrillo Tier 10 Italian auto-reloading medium tank with the easiest version of auto-reloading gun mechanic reload system that we have in the game, guys. You do not have to overthink anything. Every single shell loads exactly the same amount of time. 12 seconds is the base reload, or when I have food, ventilation in it, 10.85 seconds. And that goes about every single shell. Easy to keep track. When you have a shot, basically shoot as soon as you can. No overthinking over here. And at the moment, currently, while I was playing the battles, and the battles you're going to see right now, the intra-clip reload, so the reload between the shots, is 6 seconds, but that will be buffed down to 5 seconds. This is what Wargaming has said, and this will be done before the boxes are launched. Of course, it should be done tomorrow. But even without that, this tank actually kind of slaps. Now, the main gimmick or feature besides the auto-reloading gun system of this tank is, ladies and gentlemen, the armor layout. You know, this is the tank versus 340 heat penetration. Of course, 340 heat, you know, on a flat ground like this. The hull is going to be penetrated, even though you can see the total armor value 280, which for most of the standard rounds is going to be a big struggle. Lower plate is simple to bend, turret is getting stronger. But when you find a good position, guys, even like that, not even maxing out your gun depression, even under like that, you can see this tank becomes an absolute menace to deal with, even when you're facing towards them, even versus Jak Panzer E100. It has the heat penetration, which is 420 in this game. Let's put 420 heat pen over here. You know, when you're fully hull down looking at Jak Panzer E100, well, yeah, even that guy cannot penetrate you under hull down angles like that. But let's say, you know, 270 APCR penetration, so this is just easy bounce when hull down, and you can actually be not even in the full capabilities of the gun depression. On a flat ground, the lower part of the turret, 280, this becomes vulnerable for premium rounds. But yeah, this is basically the main gimmick of this tank. And also, it can side scrape. It can actually side scrape as well, you can see. It's quite hard pen, even for AP rounds. It's quite a hard pen when you're side scraping, maybe even under like that. There is a strip what they can penetrate, but you can see that it is not that easy to hit, is it now? No, and turret is still impenetrable versus standard rounds, but heat, let's see, once again, let's put 335, for example. So the middle of the turret is like 60%, 50%, something like that. Very, very tough when it comes to the armoring and hull down armor. Also, special things is the high alpha damage. So this has a longer reload, but because it has 470 alpha. For that alpha and having 3 shells in the magazine, that reload is actually not that crazy, right? 2.6 thousand DPM. So in tier 10 battles, in tier 11 battles, it can get you into DPM trouble when you are completely empty. But if you have full clip, you're ready to deal close to 1.5k, 1,410 damage on average, which is actually quite respectable. And then you can start slapping them after every 10.85 seconds again. And as I said, the intro clip will be buffed down to 5, together with hull rotation and turret rotation, if I'm not mistaken. But I didn't feel that big of a difference. You know, it's already good enough. Now, when talking about the equipment, this is how I was playing it. I was playing it with hardening, stabilizer, and ventilation. It kind of needs stabilizer. The gun is not the most reliable from mid to long range, especially, and it needs a touch of aim basically with every shot, even close range, even in like close quarters fighting. You need a tiny touch of aiming. It tends to be flying left, right, center, anywhere but, or left, right, up, down, anywhere but center many times. but give it a touch of aim and you're going to connect your shots. 470 alpha makes it quite a good trader as well, versus basically every type of tank in this game. So Coccodrillo, guys, more for me, out of those two tier 10s which they're introducing in the Holiday Ops boxes, for me Coccodrillo was a way more interesting tank to play with than the BZ T70. So I have a couple live battles for you, so enjoy those and let me know what do you think about this yourself. Enjoy! Oh, this actually could be fine to push up with this tank. We have some nice hull down positions there. I even gave it some aim time. Yeah, it is not a sniper tank, guys. You know, it is not a sniper tank. Like, this is close to medium range. Try to look for hull down action. And bounce everything. Like this. He can't do anything. Whoa, this tune over here could be nutty for this tank. Yep. Nothing they can do. You can just see how they stop to look. Where to pen and they can't. This STRV can because it can see my... What the hell did you just pen? Gun? Hacking? Hacking much? I was just about to say can see my hull, but... Hit my gun. Maybe when I was looking somehow. STRV up here. Yeah. Wow! Wow! Did not spot this guy over here. Camo that much, huh? Wait, he went to sleep, I guess. I guess he went to sleep. Camo that much? Okay. I mean, nothing special was done in this match because of this tank. But we played correct positions. We do correct positions. Not much they could have done about us over there. Hello to Krilla 15. Lucky. Could have been lucky. Now, they hull down like this. They can bend the lower part of my turret. But if the lower part of the turret is also hidden, then there is not much they can bend. Hello? This Grilla is kind of feeding us. I ain't gonna say no to that. I am not going to say no to this. Definitely take it. Anything here? Nope. T803 and PZ79 are missing though. Maybe BZ79 wants to flank. Didn't spot anything. Okay. Well, now he is angry. Oh, he's very angry. Let's pull back. Haha, Progetto came after me. That Progetto indeed came after me. And what is that kind of escape, mate? No, no, no. Coccodrillo not approving. We need to go in. Loading in heat. So, you know, in this situation, it's just so simple to play this tank because you don't have to cycle for any reload. Every reload is the same. Simply shoot whenever you can. And that's the gimmick. Flankeroni. Kaboom. Heavies are trapped. Good. That 470 alpha is, you know, surprising for a medium tank for sure. It slaps. It does slap. PZ79 can take a lot of beating. Good. Let's go back to APCR for faster shell velocity, for more accurate shots. And this is Coccodrillo. Tier 10. Italian. Kind of a hard-hitting medium tank. Compared to the two of the tier 10s in the boxes, Coccodrillo for me is way more fun to play than the other tank. The BZT-70. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The gun can be disappointing sometimes, but, you know, from close to mid-range, hold-on action where this is, or what this tank is, where this tank is meant to be played, it's pretty fun. Why are you angry at me, man? Why are you angry at me? Angry for no reason. Shoot me. Let's test the engine fire. And the last gorilla over here. We're not gonna get it. Nope. But we take that. We do take that. 7,643 damage. Played on the heavy side. Yeah. 470 alpha. 10-second plus reload. Depends on your equipment units, of course. 12 base. And this vehicle will be better. Because at the moment, while I'm playing it, it has 6-second intraclip reload. So keep that in mind. It will have 5-second after tomorrow. And thank you. And thank you. Ace Tanker 7.6. 4 kills. Good. All around. All around good. And made actually greatest profit as well. Hooray. Yeah, Coccodrillo. More fun, pretty strong in hull down positions, especially on a flat ground. You get caught out, easy pen. You know, you can get into some TPM problems if you have to cycle the one single shell over there compared to many mediums. You can look at this DPM. Yes, there are places where this tank will be outplayed easily, but there are places where this tank is very, very dangerous, especially after the interclip reload will be brought down to 5 seconds. By look at the Coccodrillo, hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you very much for tuning in, and stay tuned for more tanking action. We have Jagdpanzer E90 over here. We have the Progetto as well, which looks very, very fun tank. Stay tuned. Adios.